Alright, you guys ready?
Let's do this shit. It's been too long.
Alright. Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of The Interstellar, the podcast that does not talk about space. It's been a while. It's been a minute.
It has
Hope you're
been
all
longer
doing
than
well.
a minute, matter of fact.
Yeah, definitely. I've been counting every second. Yeah, it's been a hope you're all doing. It's been a hope you're all doing. I hope you're all doing good in these definitely not trying times. Absolutely wonderful times. Completely festive. Yeah, yeah.
Ray of sunshine everywhere you go.
Yeah. You're my ray of sunshine. Haha. Just want to remind you guys at the beginning of the episode that you can send us voice notes and messages completely anonymous on the anchor.com/the interstellar podcast with dashes between these words. It's going to be linked.
Your love and curse us at the same time.
I mean, if that's not a deal, I don't know what is.
Yeah, you guys are
All
missing
right.
out.
All right,
We'll
boys.
include all the links in the description, by the way. You don't have to memorize that. Don't worry.
Absolutely. I'm just telling you because you're decrepit and you need to find it down there. There will be a big fucking capital sentences in between parentheses. You can send us messages over here.
You can do it.
With an arrow. Exactly, you could do it. All right, boys, what we got?
Ray William Johnson.
Oh, no. That was a prelude, dude. I'm not going to let that leak into the podcast.
There's a reason I started recording after I kicked that shit out.
Yeah.
Adam didn't know about Your Favorite Martian, which is a band made by Ray William Johnson.
For good reason.
I bet a lot of you forgot about that shit. And you should go back and listen to that music.
No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't.
It was ahead of its time.
It wasn't.
The fucking compulsion I have to actually kick that out of the room and then say that he actually left the podcast.
No one has made me feel as hurt as Ray William Johnson did.
Dude, we were kids. We were 12, 13 max. That's
Motherfucker broke my heart.
You didn't have a heart to begin with back then.
It hadn't developed.
It was so
You couldn't feel. What are you talking about? We were teens.
It was so complicated. Oh man, the video clips. Oh, that was so shit.
So he acknowledges the shittiness.
Oh, he knows.
He's self-aware.
Oh, they were like so tasty. You should, since we have a soundboard right now, you should add the transition sound. The one they had for equals 3.
No fucking clue what you're talking about. Definitely not gonna do it. I'm barely.
Wait, it's this one. Wait. I'm gonna find it.
That tape rewind noise, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, don't do that.
I'm gonna clip that and make it on the sound with that.
That'll be infinitely better.
That's gonna be on the soundboard.
Anyway. Shit.
All right, fuck faces topics. What do we got? What are you gonna talk about?
I only want to talk about Ray William Johnson.
Perfect. Ahmed, you got anything? Should I go?
You can go.
All right. I wanted to talk about it just came into my mind, this women empowerment shit. So the issue I have with this garbage is, and I know I'm calling it shit and garbage, but I don't have a problem. Let us be clear here that I don't have a problem with women going, you're a woman, you're strong. No one's saying otherwise. You're a woman and you're strong. But then the argument comes to pay gaps. So a lot of people are bitching about pay gaps, and I don't know what's with the hostile fucking language, man. It's like I have a beef with women. Holy shit.
What do you mean?
How do you mean? It is only the natural order of things.
I don't see.
You're speaking perfectly normally.
What is the issue?
Anomalies.
What's the issue with the fucking women, man? No. So there's the issue with the pay gaps and all that. And it comes up in like
my
sports.
issues with your thigh gap. All
right. So
fuck you.
And it's like so women get paid less and all that stuff, and it kind of shines a little bit more when you put it in like a prospect of I don't know, careers that are media related, like you could even say sports. And the thing is though, like you can make the argument, for example, a stand-up comedian who's a lady and a stand-up comedian who's a dude, and then the stand-up comedian who's a lady is not winning as much. Well, people don't watch her, and that's the thing. Like you can always here's when the hypocrisy seeps in. I don't mind when someone is having an office job and she's an equivalent and equal to someone who's working the same shit, has the same capability, and he's a dude and getting paid more, you got every right to whine about that. It's your right. You're a human being who's getting paid less for absolutely no reason, except having periods. So when you put that in like views, for example, go watch the people you're supporting, right? I mean, and there's a way to do it too. Like you got Amy Schumer and other fucking. I'm pretty sure I'm not well versed in the stand-up comedian lore exactly when it comes to women, but I'm pretty sure there's better ones. But then you get Amy Schumer. No one wants to watch that shit, and of course it's not gonna, because views is money, and of course it's not gonna give views. You have two shows, for example. You have Dickinson, which I think it was the premiere show for Apple's own Netflix or whatever they want to call it. I don't know what the fuck that is. Dickinson is empowering for women and all that stuff. It's about Emily Dickinson, who was an American poet who literally spent all her life indoors and wrote some poetry that is being taught until this day in every fucking literature book in basically every school. And that's how big of a deal she is. She didn't leave the house. She was a badass who kicked ass and all that shit. And it's a good show. It's a pretty good show. It's got pretty good reviews. And then you have on the other side Batwoman, who was not, the people are not even sure if it's going to be renewed for season 2 because it was received badly from the start. There's a way to empower anybody, whether they're physically challenged, or it's a gender thing, or it's a sexual orientation thing, you know? So I don't know. I want to pick your brains on this one. I think there's a way to do it, and you can't just throw it in the blender and say, "Oh, you support women." You support them. Go watch their sports. Go watch their shows. Go watch their movies that are about all that stuff. Because if you don't, then you're not supporting it, and then you're like, "Oh, they're getting paid less. Look at this. This movie was about women, and it made less than the Avengers." I mean, of course. What do you expect? I would go watch it then. That's how he's gonna make money. You can't bitch about that.
Yeah, that's actually very true. People bitch about shit and do nothing about it. They just bitch about it. That's the thing they do. They just bring it to the light and nothing. They do nothing. It's like, do you see this? This is not happening. Okay, go do it. But like, it's not happening.
Good point.
You can do it. But can you see that it's not happening? Yes, I see that. But can you do it? It keeps going like that.
Yeah.
And they just get hashtags and likes, and they're like, "Job well done."
We did it, boys. Sexism is no more.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Yeah. I mean, it varies by industry, though. Like, for example, as Adam said, you can support them when it comes to professional sports, but nobody is going to choose like the NBA over the WNBA, for example, the women's NBA.
Exactly.
Like, it's irrefutable fact that I'm not trying to be sexist or anything or controversial. It's just irrefutable that the men play better than the women, right?
Says the white man.
To say.
Yep.
Whether it's the Olympics, whether it's basketball, whatever. People are not gonna, and they're both broadcast on the same time or some shit. Like, they're really doing them no favors. If they were at time slots or something, maybe it would have been easier to support them.
That's a good point. Yeah.
No one's gonna choose the women over the men's basketball. Same goes for other sports or stand-up or whatever.
Yeah. It's definitely not gonna harvest the views to pay them more or equal. So I guess that's a good point.
Make it more appealing.
But it doesn't stop anyone from, supporting these people. Exactly. In the end of the day, if you want to support them, you're supporting them. Like, yeah. But obviously, so it's like a kind of agree to disagree on that one. There's a segue a little bit about since we're talking. Well, since we're in the time, we're not actually talking about it. Since we're in the time of Big Rona, let's actually talk about Karina over here. There was a study conducted in New York that he had to clear his throat for that heavenly stairway that he was about to unzip to us, where we could ascend to new heights. So,
I'm sure that was auto-tuned as well. That was angelic.
Yeah. Oh, he didn't even start yet. It was like, in the arms of the angel. He was going for it.
Hitting the high note, huh? Ariana, who?
So yeah, a study has been conducted in New York, I think, about. So it's not only age. It's not only age that would affect the the contingency of the virus, but obesity as well. Yeah, yeah. So people who are overweight are more likely to have it and carry it for longer. I believe. I don't know. I haven't. I don't remember this. I have prepared for this for like since last week.
Imagine dying because you're fat.
No, that's the thing. That's the thing. No. That's the thing. This is the time. So when this first started, where did the anti-vax moms go? No. Hear me out. Where did the anti-vax moms go?
Where?
Nowhere. They disappeared.
What?
They're not talking about vaccination now, are they? I was like, vaccination is bad. It gonna kill you. So is the virus, bitch. They should be the last people to receive treatment.
The doctor comes into your room. There, he's like, "I'm sorry, you're too fat. The virus stayed for too long."
That's the thing, though. Like, I mean, here's the thing. The anti-vax people, you've been telling them the whole time, bitches, you're gonna die. You're gonna kill your kids, right? Same shit. Don't be obese, and then you get some fat bitch on Twitter like, your body's beautiful. No, it's not. You're overweight. You're gonna kill yourself.
Imagine fucking a doctor fat shaming you just you're about to die. And he's like, man, if you were skinny, you would have lived. If you worked out on that day, you didn't. Today, you would have lived, you bitch.
The doctor comes in. I'm sorry, you were tested positive. It's like, what can I do? It's like, I don't know. You're going to die. It's like, why don't you treat me? You're treating everyone else. I mean, you bitch, you're fat. And then he leaves. I was like, no, but come treat me. I was like, what are you gonna do? Chase me? You can't run, bitch. What the fuck are you gonna do?
Fucking right complicated by your favorite Martian.
Yep. In the background, as he leaves, he turns off the light, and it's the same switch for the song. That's what this. I mean, like this is better. The best time to like get on it. No one is saying run a marathon. Just like, I don't know, like do something about it, right? Because that's the thing. Like I don't remember who made that point. I've heard it before, but last time I ever made it, the internet does this thing where back in the day, you're sitting with a few friends, and they're like, yeah, yeah, I like feet, and they're like, haha, wait, what? What, you weirdo? What the fuck? Get off our table.
Fuck off.
Yeah. But now, what do these people do? They go to Reddit, they go our foot fetish, and they find a whole cult of it, and then they're validated, and they're in that environment. They're like a bacteria culture that's being nurtured, and they just keep fucking growing like a tumor, right? And that's the thing with the internet. Like, if you have a problem with you, you're gonna find a group of people. You're gonna find at least 2 or 3 people like you, and then you're gonna make a group of people, and you're gonna find more people who are like you. And even though you're wrong, like for example, these overweight people, obesity is a problem, and it's not healthy, and you shouldn't. There's an average weight. You don't have to be an Instagram model, but you don't have to be a barrel either.
Yeah.
No, that's not. I'm not.
No, yeah, there's a huge amount of middle ground there.
No, I mean, like, I mean, am I saying something wrong here or
no?
What? There's a health risk. This is for you.
Absolutely.
I don't care
It's
if you die,
undeniable.
bitch. I don't care if you die.
Man, I'm chubby and I can feel like how it's affecting my health.
I mean, we're talking about like, I'm not talking about like people who are average weight. I'm talking about like obese
Morbidly
people.
obese.
Yeah, exactly. Like breaking the fucking weighing scale over here. So yeah, I mean, fuck, I forgot the point I was making. Anyway, moving on. So
just an echo chamber, like that R. Kelly episode in South Park where he goes to the closet and everyone joins him.
yeah,
It's
you
that
don't
shit
even
all over
remember
again.
why they're in the closet to begin with. but
Yeah,
they're in the
yeah,
closet,
yeah.
and that's what matters. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Anyway, what else do we got?
Oh,
What do you got on your side?
it's Ramadan, and I don't know, man. I ain't feeling it this year. It feels awful. I'm not gonna lie.
Why?
I don't know, dude. It's just really tiring. Maybe because of the past month or so. Feels like
I mean, I never had a problem. This is like normal life to me. I don't have a problem not eating. I don't have a problem not leaving the house. It's so beautiful watching the people suffer.
You get your sustenance off of other people's suffering.
Exactly. I always said that I feed off of people's suffering.
What a champ.
Yep.
Yeah, man. It's just my sleep's been out of whack. My diet's been out of whack. It's just pure
whack.
I am whack. I'm approaching unfathomable whack levels.
But with all fairness, though, like I don't know, would you be going out with the times, with the curfew being more open now? Because it's not an area.
No.
Not even for a ride, a little bit to sniff a bit of air. I mean, Dan, you don't get to talk about this because you step a foot outside the house and your mama would spank you, right? You don't have to don't pretend to be a man over here. I want to expose you, right?
Listen, I'm a mama's boy, all right? There's no shame in respecting your mama.
No, there's no shame in protecting your family, though. Like, I'm not saying otherwise. Like, you're still a little bitch, but it's your family. I mean, like, what if
you may be making the right decision, but you're like a bitch.
Hey, what are you gonna do about it, bitch?
You're gonna cry, you bitch? Yeah. Fucking saving your family? What the fuck?
You know these people who make elaborate excuses to like, I actually don't want to get a fucking tattoo because tattoos are permanent and they're permanent decision and people change what they go. Fuck you, you're afraid. You're afraid. Stop bitching about it. Your mom would kill you.
Can you not read my diary, please?
He really is exposing the man.
Yeah. I mean,
he's not giving in.
In the end of the day, like, it's better if you don't leave the house unless you really need to. But I don't see a problem like going for a drive, cranking up the window a little bit, smelling off a little bit of steam. Yes, taking it right in the nostrils, like
whiff that shit in.
Damn right.
Are the malls open now?
Yes, they are. Sadly,
I thought it was Wednesday.
It's Wednesday, my dudes.
It's Tuesday.
No, I thought it was going to be open Wednesday. I mean,
I don't know. I just heard that they opened it.
I don't think so. No, not yet. They're going to start Wednesday.
It's still a faggot thing to do. Because I know it's because of the economy, but like people are dumb and they're going to go out and
yeah, Ahmed and I were talking about this, man. I mean, like, it's easy to stand on your moral high, not corona infected ground and say, you're all gonna die, you bitches, don't go out, you get infected. And then in the end of the day, these people need money. They need to eat. Like,
you know how celebrities are so condescending towards poor people, like, oh, just stay home in our $5 million mansion.
Yeah, that's fucked up, yeah.
That's how we sound to the
yeah,
looking at my home theater.
Yeah. Watching my Netflix Premium Plus Max Ultra.
Watching my own movies, you cook. I'm too powerful.
Buying the whole filming crew to enact the movie in front of me. Just stay home.
A whole ass fucking play.
Exactly.
It's my shit. It's my house. But even like you can cut them some slack. Even they like get the depressed from this shit. But like not Sam Smith. Fuck Sam Smith. He got real depressed real quick. It was like 2 days in.
Exactly.
It's like 2 days in. He's like, I can't take this shit anymore. Fuck off, bro.
Doesn't he live with his husband or something? He's not even alone. The fucker. What is he ewing about, asshole? Anyway. But yeah, I've been out
out
recently.
And about.
Yeah, and people don't understand that you need to stand away. Like there's like shit on the floor everywhere that asks you to stay a meter away. And there's like literally, here is where you stand. Here is foot left and foot right. Here's where you stand, bitch. And I had this guy breathing down my fucking neck, dude. And I need to move a little bit to the and he'd follow me. Like
maybe he just smelled nice.
It could be. That's a good point.
Because you always smell nice.
I do the same, to be honest.
I miss your smell.
All right. Thanks you for listening.
Wait, you sure it wasn't Dan? Did you turn around?
Fuck no, I was too scared.
Yeah,
it's just me breathing down his neck.
the moment I felt that thing poking down my butt crack, I was like, nah, dude, I'm not, I'm not looking. I'll just
my phone was
pretend it
in the
doesn't
way.
exist. Yeah.
Just ordering food for my family.
You got anything else you want to talk about?
So I was listening to
Ray William Johnson.
Piece of shit.
All right, I've got this idea I was telling Dan before we started recording. I have this amazing idea.
Oh my god, you have ideas?
For Tinder? Yeah, I actually think, unlike you. So, was that a double? What is it called?
Double whammy.
No. I actually forgot what it's called. Anyway,
Gasp.
Yeah, exactly. Double gasp there. So I have this idea for dating platforms, right? So why don't people add a rating system, right? So it's not guaranteed that you're gonna stick with your Tinder date or Grindr date. Where I don't know, you do you, buddy. I don't know what you're doing, but it's not guaranteed. So when you go on the date, the system has a two-way handshake or whatever the fuck you're gonna confirm it, and people, I don't know, there's like an elaborate list of like shit to answer about your date, and then you submit it, and then they'll have status on the app, and then you will never match with the creep again. How about that? That's a great idea.
What is this, communist China where everyone's being...
No, it's Yelp for Tinder.
What the fuck? What did I just hear? The social credit scores and dating apps.
Yeah, it's a great idea. Are you kidding me?
And if you get less than 3 stars, they behead you.
No, they don't behead you. They just don't swipe right on you. You're afraid because you know what's gonna happen. You're
looking out for me, I'm not gonna lie.
You never know what's gonna come with it. He's a white supremacist. He wants 7 kids, and he wants a fucking power system. -2 out of 5. I don't want to ever see him again.
How am I gonna raise my own army now?
Yeah. I think it's a great idea. I think they should adopt it. I don't know.
We'll pitch it
Just
first thing.
email them. Get that cash, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Just
I'll
tell them you're the
pitch it.
sound engineer.
My qualification, a sound engineer. Yeah. Yeah.
I can enjoy the sound of love.
Yes. I can type Craig join podcast. Also, leave podcast. I know. But it's
multitask. Holy fuck.
It's all in my resume.
And then I cut that shit up. And then I post it.
Amen.
Man, ordering for my family is such a...
The whole world is fucking falling apart in this motherfucker area. I was like, man, I have to order food for my family using technology. Oh my god.
I can't believe it.
Do you have any idea how many finger taps are required?
It's so complicated.
Slack. Okay, boomer.
Okay, boomer. Any new games you guys playing?
Nope.
Final Fantasy VII is
Still there.
So it's my fan. I'm heartbroken.
Just replaying it and crying.
It's such a good game, dude. That's the thing. I could talk about it all day, but you cucks are cucks, and you're not gonna play it. So
I'm not against you talking about it.
No one is against. Why do you have to?
No,
why do you have to blame
but like
victim?
you guys don't understand like the problem.
You just need someone to blame.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Of course he's gonna take that route. That you guys don't understand. I'm such 300 IQ boy. Like I'm playing.
My brain is just way too big.
What? So like Sephiroth just breaks up with Cloud, and it's like, and he's
And
so
there's no
sad.
gay orgy at the end. That's the part that really hurts the most.
No one is edgier than Sephiroth. I give you that. Motherfucker has a katana and like half a wing. What the fuck is that? What 8th grader drew that shit? So fucking edgy, bro.
Right off Rule 34. It's like he has potential. Bring him in.
He has one testicle and one wing. That's it.
And they're opposite sides, so the wing is on the left and the testicle.
His final form, they both can join.
He grows another testicle. It's like, oh my god, he's normal. Run.
I mean, yeah, that could be canon, actually. Have you guys seen his final form? It's fucking grotesque.
No.
The guy has like 7 forms. And his final form, he's just basically like tentacle monster.
Ooh.
DBZ over here.
Every hentai ever made.
Say no more.
Rule 34 quick. Dude, it sounds like Randy looking up forward.
Ghost! Ectoplasm!
Rule 34. Sephiroth final form.
Comes before even pressing the enter. The fucking shot lands on the enter button. And that's the pleasure he gets seeing it after he nuts. Yeah.
Oh man. I miss old YouTube.
YouTube.
I'm just going down like a rabbit hole ever since like I started listening to your favorite motion.
He's been on autoplay ever since.
He's
like,
too far
I
gone.
just
There's
keep-
no saving him now.
I went and watched some of Ray William Johnson's videos and they're so bad.
I don't know why he does this to himself.
They're just so bad because I keep as a kid I was like, man, this is a real comedian. What the fuck? This is real comedy. I'm losing my shit. And now I go back and I watch it and it's like, this is some depressing shit. It's just so sad because like
sad shit. I'm not gonna lie.
no, it doesn't. The jokes don't hit. Nothing lands. It's just he's just making fun of people. It's bad. It's just bad. It's a shit show. Why was he so famous?
It's just a product of its time. Like, that was a really weird era of YouTube.
It was
I mean,
the
it's-
best
it's
era.
one of
Smosh was popular, dude.
Beginning, really. Yeah, everyone was popular there.
Smosh was
They're like the they're like the
Smosh is
number one
kind of
most
still
subscribed.
popular though.
I mean, the new kids they're good, but like you remember old Smosh.
It was just cringe.
Old Smosh was fucking weird, and he used to get
Yeah.
like fucking like really famous really quick. But like, I don't know. I kind of miss it.
It was so easy to be original back then, I guess. Like there wasn't
Can do
much
anything.
competition, but now it's like
It's not just it's not less competition. It's just more freedom, I guess.
I mean, the freedom thing is a restraint of everyone who's around you doing the same shit that you're doing, and you have to be better than them. To have something, I mean, for you. I mean, I guess it's even worse, but it's more prominent. It's a better example. It's a better metaphor to use. Twitch streamers. If you don't, I mean, no one is gonna watch you play the game. You have to either be really good or be good as a streamer yourself.
Have a personality, bitch.
Exactly,
Or
exactly.
big tits, like huge tits.
Exactly. That's a part of the personality. I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah, I mean,
The
but you get my
biggest
point.
personality.
Like, it's a restraint of the content there, and it's just there's a huge abundance of content in there now. Actually, speaking of YouTube, am I the only one who hates MatPat?
Matt Pat. No, I used to like
It's
his
the
shit, but
game
I
theory
stopped.
guy, right?
Yeah,
they get.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah,
I hate that.
The guy's
fucking-
obnoxious.
I
Yeah.
used to
fucking
like his
annoying.
shit.
I never liked him. You just never felt.
And
easy
that's
looking.
just a theory, a game theory.
It's bullshit. I hate when he makes a video about something that I'm passionate about. I like it. You're just like, but what if? No, fuck you. Shut up. Shut up.
The
You look 2
goddamn
hours-
history channel over here.
Yeah. Fucking idiot.
But he put some effort in. It's good.
Fuck. No, that's the thing. He's not putting effort. You're like, what if? Yeah, I get views because of this. And
It's
that's
just
it.
bullshit. It's just
Yeah,
straight
it's
up
bullshit. Literally bullshit. He's bullshitting his way to get views. Just picking up a weird
it worked.
topic. Bullshit.
It worked.
I mean,
He got the money. He can keep
Man,
hitting.
yeah.
He keeps getting rich. Life goes on.
I don't know.
At least you're
Tells his
sound
audience, I
engineer.
guess.
Yep.
He
Don't
doesn't
they
know
all?
his audience.
Don't they all?
He's a nerd. He knows what nerds want. They want to get fiddled. Oh man, my back.
Is Simp still a thing or is it dead now?
Oh, Sims are thriving.
Sims are eternal.
Damn.
Sims are Sims. They're always there. It's just a different name every time.
That is very true, actually.
They stay the same. It's the naming
Becoming
that
a
changes
thing.
throughout history.
Yeah, so now they're Sims. Before they were beta cucks. Before that, they were me at middle school. Before that, they were.
Yeah, it's the same thing, just a different name.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point.
You can call him Romeo. It's the same thing, bro. Sims are Sims.
All right, let's open up the
Nation
last
for
topic.
life.
And fuck off. And this episode in a philosophical note. How about you guys? Would you like to end it now or
Oh my
philosophize
god!
with me?
Can we talk about ancient Greece?
How is this philosophy, you dumb fuck? That's history.
I don't know.
You
It's
fucking
all the
said it
same
there.
to me.
I'm no sound engineer.
Der Dante's Inferno, der Paradis, your
I
der.
can't engineer sound like you do.
I don't engineer sound. So yeah. So I had this shitting thought, right? You know, when you're taking a shit, you're just you just take off all your clothes. You're just butt naked.
Oh, those are power shits.
No, you sit,
That man's preparing to go to war.
you
It's
sit down.
like the thinking man.
You've got your phone charged on 89%. You're getting in there, making sure to angle it right so it catches some signal from that fucking router of yours. Because you're downstairs and it's upstairs, and well, that's a sad thought. But you got it right. You've got your Twitter on, you've got your tabs on, you've got everything, and you're just going to scroll. And you're just looking forward to having a nice, clean, smooth little log splashing down, and hopefully it doesn't splash too strong that it touches your butt cheeks. But I had this idea, so let's divide the demographic. What fucking demographic? Let's divide the people, the population of the Earth, into categories or percentages based on just pure physical attractiveness. And tell me if you disagree with me. And then we'll move into the philosophy that I have. So you have this 20% of people that are ugly, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have out of the 100% of people, you have 20% who are not good looking. And however ugly doesn't matter. In the end of the day, they're below average. Below average up to like, I can't even look at you. You don't even have teeth, right? So you have that. I'm not making fun of them. I'm not saying like, oh, these are the shitty people. I'm just saying they're physically unattractive and below
We'll say
average.
conventionally unattractive.
Yeah. We got these 20% done, right? We have 80 more percent. So we'd say about, and you can disagree with me on this. So you have the 40% that are average. Do you agree?
Sure.
40% of the population is average. Average looking, not unattractive, but not attractive. Like in the middle. They're just normal looking. It's like your 6s out of 10s, you know?
The 6 inches.
Exactly, 6 inches. But with personality. No.
Mhm.
So you have the average people. And then you have another 20% that are above average. So these are attractive. Like, yeah, he's cute. He's cute. I like him. He's cute.
Mhm.
It's the people you talk about. Oh, he's got all these hobbies and all these talents, and he's also good looking. You know, it's the last thing. People that you're left with another 20%. So that 15% of them are the Hollywood attractive type of people. Like, oh my god, he's hot, and he also owns a business. You know, that kind of people. Where the physical aspect.
It's a fucking fantasy.
Yeah, no, not a fucking fantasy, no, but they're really attractive. They're really good looking.
Okay.
So not Ahmed, definitely. So and then
low shot.
I'm in the top 80%.
The top 8, there's no 80%. It's just and then you have the 5% of people who are like just fucking wow. It's like attractive by every standard. No one would say they're not good looking. Mm-hmm. Even if it's like, you're not my type, but you're really, really attractive. You know, these people who are like just won the genetic lottery 3 times in a row, right?
Wow.
So here's my philosophy. Why is it when we see people who are not from the same level of, so for example, we see someone who's average with the top 15% who are Hollywood status kind of attractive.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it that we start doubting right away? What is it that it's like, oh no, this doesn't mix? Why is it instilled in our heads that if you're not as attractive as your partner, then there's something wrong, there's something fishy? Why is this there? I've been thinking. And then I took a shit, and then I left. No.
I shed out the thought.
I forgot about it completely.
I think it's because when we see someone that's like hella cute or like hella beautiful, we're like,
Mhm.
yeah, I can't get that person, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you see, so when you see
Mhm.
someone that's like a 10 and someone that's a 6 or a 5, they're like, and you're like, there's something behind this. This is not normal because you doubt yourself.
That's a good point. Yeah.
So when you see someone else doing it, you're like, no, that's fake, or else I would have done it.
There's got to be
Like,
something
exactly.
behind the scenes. That's the thing.
Yeah. That's
He
a
must be fake then.
that's a good point. That's a really good point. So I can't do it. How could you? We're like the same. Yeah.
Bitches call me Socrates.
Do they now?
No, they don't.
Ahmed, what do you think?
I agree to an extent. I think leagues do exist. Like someone could be out of your league, or based on attractiveness.
I mean, who decides that though?
It depends on your LP.
Like, I know, ironically, society. I'm like a Joker fanboy or something, but
yeah,
it's true. Like, I don't.
Like it's a societal norm to have attractive people coupled with each other. You're just trying to say.
See, this is what happens when you bring philosophy into everything. Because, like, who does get to decide this shit? No one can answer that. But
exactly. So we're living by a standard we don't know who set.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, though. Why don't we realize it and step out of it? I mean, it's our world. It's our life.
Because it's resonated for a long time, I guess.
I mean, no. I'm not saying otherwise. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm saying it very much exists, and that's exactly the problem. The problem is that it exists, but what is stopping people from moving beyond that?
Is there a biological factor that affects who we find attractive, though?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not a sound engineer.
Yeah. So maybe it has something to do with that.
No. What you find attractive depends on like a bunch of aspects. First of all, genetics and preference. It's instilled in you, but also what you grew up thinking was attractive.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not very relevant. I mean, sure, who's attractive is attractive. I mean, okay, pick Brad Pitt, for example. Who would look Brad Pitt in the... I mean, not a big percentage of people. There are people, definitely. But no one would look at Brad Pitt. Not everyone, or maybe the majority, would not look at Brad Pitt and think he ugly. No, he's a handsome man, for example. And so when you see him with like a normal person, say Brad Pitt is not Brad Pitt. It's just like George Pitt. Yeah, he's not famous. But he's a handsome man in his like 30s or late 20s, and he's with a normal looking person. And then you think, wow, why? How did that happen? You know, that doesn't have to do with what you feel towards someone as attractive, sure. But when there are two types of, that's why I put the percentages at the beginning. So you have the average and you have the high status kind of attractive, and average is average for mostly everyone. It's an average for a reason. And then attractive, very attractive. So what I'm trying to say here before I lose the point that I'm making is that they're on different platforms no matter what. So why is it when we see people who are in different platforms, they're not even close, and we're like, oh, okay, they're suspicious. There must be something else. I think Dan made a good point, but then again, you made a good point too, which is beyond that. Who made that point to begin with? Like, why is it even there? Like,
Socrates. It's all his fault.
Yeah. You fucking Greek piece of shit! You never showered.
You little boy diddling piece of shit.
Go back to Mount Olympus and mount some Greek god's penis. No. So I don't know. It's kind of there's a guy who writes books about this stuff. His name is Franz Kafka, and he'd write like very
sounds like an insult to me.
No, he's a German dude. He's insulting everybody, I think. I don't know if he was German or not.
Makes sense.
So makes sense. So he'd write very convoluted stories about just weird shit, and it's mostly there's been a few things. I wouldn't say mostly. Most of his main characters are office workers, and they suffer a lot with the bureaucracy of the world. But then it gets you thinking, why is the bureaucracy there to begin with? What system are we serving? I mean, sure, it's been there for a long time, but that's the thing. If it's been there for a long time, why aren't we out of it yet? You know what I mean? I mean,
it's just so complicated.
Exactly. For no reason. Thank you, Ray William Johnson.
He just really wanted to get that out, and I hate him for it.
He's been sitting on it. He's been fucking covering it with his balls. Like, wait. It will come. A golden timing. Just wait.
Golden
Starting
Johnson.
and ending the podcast on Ray William Johnson.
Of course.
Always
But yeah, I don't know. If you have any, if you have any thoughts about this, send it to us on the Anchor messaging system. I guess we'll end it on that note. Since
Send us hate mail.
send him hate mail specifically. I'll read it with joy. Yeah. All right. Thanks you guys for listening. We'll catch you on another one. Anything you want to say, guys?
See you when we see you.
Stay safe and wash your hands and don't masturbate too much.
All right. See you guys. Bye for now.